Hola, hola. How's my collective doing out there on this beautiful, beautiful Saturdays? Or whatever happen days you may land on this video of daily motivation and no filter. And think differently. Why not? So let's just jump right into it. I was sitting in my room watching some videos. I watched Light. Hell yeah, Light, I was missing you. I was sincerely missing you. I was getting a little concerned. But I know we all have our own personal lives and we all have our own schedules, right? But when we get addicted to somebody, it's like, when is my babe Light gonna come on? When is she coming? So, if you notice, I was kind of stalking your profile. I found out that you're on Instagram, so I followed you on that. And I was attempting to send you a direct message on Threads, but it says you need to be following me for you to be able to accept personal messages. So why don't you follow the boy and we can talk. And Freya Ray, yes, Freya Ray, that's my baby too. She's really good, like my Charlie's Angels are, and she called me out heavily. Hence, I'm doing this video now. I was sitting back there, I was like, I ain't gonna do a video today, and I saw her video and saw some of Jadina video. I need to finish watching yours as well. There's a lot of collectives videos I need to finish. But she called me out sincerely, and I never thought about this. It's like when love comes towards me, I subconsciously block it off because I don't want to start over. I don't want to give it another shot and like, baby Jesus, okay. Let's see if this is going to work. Let's see how long this is going to last. It just seems like all last year, relationships come in my life. Then I find out, man, damn, this ain't going to work. We have a lot of takers. Like I was just watching Megan's video yesterday, and I was just watching it a minute ago. And she was just talking about she just wanted a free ride the whole time. Megan, the draconic priestess. And I got to give her props. Like, she's being honest with herself ever since I just pulled the plug. Like, fuck that bitch, I'm out. All due respect. I love women, it's a new earth. I was like, fuck that. The devil that jumped in her body that is fighting her from doing her shadow work. I know it's a new earth, but this is going to help everyone else. So I don't like being redundant on certain topics. But this is important. Because when Freya Ray was talking about like how when true love comes in my life, subconsciously I just fight it. Hence, because it seems like just rapidly I've been getting involved in something, then something bullshit pops up, and then it's a defense mechanism. Now God said God will set up a table in front of my enemies, and I'm witnessing it now. I'm seeing people lose their fucking minds. Due to them not doing your own shadow work, Megan, and other people. It's like they just said, fuck it, I don't agree with your method, I'm just going to do me. Hence, you're getting your results you're getting. You made your bed. And until you do the proper work, stop talking with your mouth open. All right. Once you do the proper work, you're going to keep on getting the same results. Everything is energy. I was doing the same thing you're doing now, years ago. Kept on just wanting it to do Zoe's way. Getting close, but not getting to the destination for long. I would get to a lot of destinations, but the foundation wasn't strong. So when Freya Ray was talking about, you keep on bringing up Freya Ray. First of all, I love her. And we're probably going to get married soon. And she was just so intuitive with the reading. It's just crazy because, like, deep down in my soul, I want love. I really do. Hence, this is the first time in my life I've ever loved myself to this point where I'm scared to even attempt to love somebody else. My ego's like, let's just have fun, have some sexual encounters, and take it from there. Which I don't know if this is my ego saying or my soul saying, but we're gauging it as that's probably the safest method to do, is just meet somebody, see what's going on, and take it slowly, which is probably the method I want to do anyways. I just want to jump in the sheets with somebody because sex is very sacred. It's a sacred energy, and I'm not just out here slanging it around. I already know how that is. I'm not mixing my energies with something that I don't fully understand yet. So I want to get to know the person, and then we just take it slowly, like every relationship should be. But some relationships are just soul contracts, and just shit happens, right? So that's where I'm at. I don't know, which is just the bottom line of that's the bottom line of the mission of life, is we just don't know, We know our path. Once you figure out your path, once you do your shadow work, you have an idea what you want to do. And that's the genius thing about God, is like, I'm going to give you puzzle pieces and highlighted items, because this is just a grand, I know, I'm intuitive. It's just a grand, I saw that, that's why I moved it. This is just a grand preview of what's coming, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to show you little pieces. You're going to go there, you're going to get gravitated, you're going to meet certain people, and that's going to reveal just a little bit of your next step of your mission. But once you get to that destination, you're going to be unknown. You're going to be like, okay, where do I go from here? And that's what God wants you to do. Because if God gave you the whole blueprint, most of us would fuck it up. Honestly, oh, we know what we need to do our whole life, okay, and we'll just shortcut it and just, I like calling it Zoism. It seemed like all through my life, I just like to do things the Zoe way. I would customize it to my way. There's a lot of things I saw, in my own opinion, I thought was bullshit. And why does it have to be this long and drawn out when it can just be simple to the solution, right? But people like making things difficult on purpose to make it a capitalistic commodity to sell to people that are lost and confused. And then they sell you the supposedly solution or the placebo effect to give you a temporary band-aid so you can feel better, because they know the forces of human nature. They know that you need to be coddled and you need to be loved like parents. These are basic essentials for any human being to feel loved and accepted in this world. So a lot of the powers that be want to keep you confused, so you can just keep on operating off of fear frequency impulses. And so with me, I'm realizing that when I get to these unknown parts of my path, I get a little worried. So I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? Because I'm a person that is a control freak. I love doing everything on my own. Hence my name is Mr. Does It All, right? Because it's going to get done right. So when it comes to love, you love how I come back to the whole foundation. There's somewhere deep in my soul and my spirit that is just a little wearisome of like, man, we don't know. We've experienced love before, but this is like taking a total leap of faith again. Once we got comfortable with ourselves, like, man, we finally fallen in love with ourselves like we've never loved ourselves before. And during the 8-8 portal, I was just doing a very minimal social media engagement to keep my spirits and my emotions aligned. And I woke up feeling like it's a brand new earth. My life's coming back, my childhood life coming back. It's just crazy. That atmosphere feels different and new, and it feels gravy. It just feels like I'm a lot lighter. All right. Confirmation, bitches. Thank you, ancestors. I was a little worried. I was like, I don't want to say too much because a lot of this is sacred. But I'm just going to say what I can. And stop me if I'm about to reveal too much. But you know me. Got my other confirmation phone back there. Confirmation, bitches. Yeah, for those that are new, if you ever hear my phone notification go off, that's 2:54 August 9th. If you know, you know. 9/9/11/11. 9 plus 2 is 11. All right, you know. Every time I hear a notification go off, that's my ancestors' spirit team communicating with us in this 3D realm. So I'll say, confirmation, bitches. And I got that from a movie that my brother and me watched back in the day. A lot of us watched it. It's called "Don't Be a Menace in South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood," and yeah, Marlon Wayans is the post office guy in that movie, and he knocks on the door, handing a letter, a piece of mail, and he knocks on the door, and Damon Wayans and them open it up, and then Marlon Wayans says, "Message," and he hands him the piece of mail. Of course, my alarm goes off. I'll be right back. So that's just a little inside trivia for why I do what I do. If you know, you know. Thank you all for your patience. It's very appreciated. So yeah, that's what we do. If you're new here, if you hear me saying that, now you're inside the club. You know, I didn't want it to be an inside joke. So that's the stage I'm at right now. I want love. I appreciate love. I'm seeing love come in, and there's a part of me that's a little scared to go through that journey again. But deep down in my soul, I know this is all a part of the journey, is finding a significant other so we can reflect our true selves with that significant other to even learn more about ourselves. Because when we're in periods of isolation, we tend to fake the funk a lot. Even though we don't know, our subconscious will put up a barrier when we're asking ourselves, confirmation, bitches. I like that confirmation. When we're asking ourselves these tough questions like, do I really need to give this up? Do I need to really do X, Y, Z? And then our subconscious, our ego or whatever, wants to protect that side of ourselves. We'll say, yeah, man, it's okay, man. God only meant not to do it on Wednesdays, or whatever the scenario may be that we're rationalizing to keep participating in because it's uncomfortable to give that side of ourselves up, that identity. Hence now I'm seeing a lot of people just faking the funk because, like, once I left that scenario, I took my BGE, my beneficial God energy away from that scenario. Now people are seeing exactly what it is, the dichotomy of like who is who and what is what. A lot of people are threatened because I'm just pure, authentic, saying it how it is. I don't have no gimmick. I'm not here regurgitating certain things because I haven't graduated past that level. So I'm keeping my audience on that glass ceiling level, and I just keep on regurgitating the same thing but in different formats. Okay, if you know, you know. All right, I know people. I know you, girl. I know what you're doing out here. But I love it because you're being honest. You're being more honest, or you've always been honest. But I just was under the spell of you were working for me. So you had me. Okay, I gotta admit, you had me okie doked. I was love bombed, and I can't believe how easily I fell for that love bomb. That was like, damn. But God was like, don't worry about that because that's a part of your self-development journey to help millions of people because you have the heart of God. So you shouldn't beat yourself up. I mean, you're supposed to love. That's the most powerful frequency on this planet is love. So don't beat yourself up if somebody manipulated you because they're going to get what they got. They made their bed. They put that energy out. You were just a part of the plan. You were bait. As so was that other person. That other person was bait as well because you're the scales, you're a Libra. So you're meant to magnetize people that may be a little off path so they can get on path, hopefully, by interacting with you. You're my child of God. By interacting with a child of God, hopefully that will resonate in their life some shape or form. So when you walk away from them, when your next chapter begins, but you can't bring everybody in your chapters, right? The book of life, if you know, you know. Then when you leave them, then they're analyzing every interaction you all had, and then they see the divine light that you had by just seeing through your mind's eye, rewinding every scenario, how divinely different you did your things versus someone else. These people try to replace you all the time. And then when they try to replace you, they realize, confirmation bitches, my ancestors, confirmation bitches, they realize they can't replace you. They're like, damn, that boy was unique. That girl was unique. You know what I'm saying? That's the beautiful thing about life is when you remove yourself from that scenario or vice versa, then you can see the benefit of that other person. And they can see the benefit of you or the detriment of you. It's that simple. And that's why I love falling back and God said, just be quiet and watch. Just watch. See what people do. See how much of an impact you are, not being vain. But see how much of we're an impact. Since you're my vessel, I'm going to show you. Watch these algorithms. Don't even do shit and see what people talk about. Just see what they talk about. And then when you do shit, see how many people will borrow your shit and act like it's theirs, but they can't do you because you're the only unique individual that has this divine light and divine anointing. So I said people try to copycat all the time, but they can only do it for so long or so short. Their true selves have to emerge. They have to show their true selves, which they're doing in a way if you know what to look for. People that are surface level observers, those are the easiest people to okie doke because they only look at one level anyways. They only look at this. They read a page, they read whatever it is, and they don't read between the lines. They don't see the deeper meaning between it. They literally take words and whatever they see literal. Chosen ones, you won't believe what's coming this Sunday. It will exceed all your I love God messages. So it's like we're at the period now where lying is disgusting. It's not even cool. That's why I love guys like, yo, set the confirmation, bitches, set the foundation now. Anybody that's a liar, they're nasty, they're disgusting. It's just not even cool. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing back the original foundation. You're honest, you're cool as shit, right? I'm hearing a ring in my ear like a champion. Oh, well, I'm getting more in tune. My abilities are even getting sharper, man. It's crazy. Oh, for you fellas out there, hopefully you got no kids in the room. But for you fellas, if you're doing your proper work, you take care of yourself, God will bless you with a lot of gifts. A lot of gifts. Shit, as soon as I got my sponsorship for my jockey, my draws, I looked down and my shit grew like 4 inches longer. Shit getting bigger. Like them hieroglyphs in the Egyptian writings and shit, man. They had some dongs, they had some slongs. My shit's getting bigger, fellas. So yeah, man, there's some good benefits about getting closer to God. All right, a little side note. But yeah, just like be yourselves. It's like liars are no longer going to be allowed to be even in this environment no more. Like as soon as you encounter someone that lies once, even the smallest lies, we're looking at them differently. Like, oh, you're one of those? You one of those guys? You one of those girls? Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you nevers. And just keep it moving, man. That's just that simple. If they lie about the smallest thing to you, they lie. They're like a pathological liar. Okay, that's how I used to catch people. I still do. If they lie about the smallest thing, the back of my head compartmentalized somewhere. We're like, man, they can't even be honest about the simplest things. I can only imagine when you ask them a serious question. Everything's serious, but damn, they're lying about that. You know what I mean? So I've had a lot of encounters like that. That's why I'm totally analyzing like the Terminator eye, looking for Sarah Connor, Sarah Connor, and finding the right type. You know what I mean? And by Freya Ray's message earlier, it just let me hit home and dig deeper in my recesses of my spirit. It's like, okay, well, am I nervous about finding love? Yeah, I am, because I love being myself the way I am now. And every time I've been in a relationship, I've dulled it down a little bit. It's like, okay, man, because they've given me the look, like, oh, that's too much. We're out eating dinner somewhere in public. Like, they give me the look, you know. Now it's just like the look, because all my life I've been conditioned to be a certain way around people. So when I'm isolated, like I am constantly now, I got a few people in my circle, I feel complete. I don't have nobody give me that look like, keep it down. And if someone tried to, I'm like, tell them to fuck off real quick, because me and God got the foundation built. I don't need to rely on nobody else's opportunities. Hey, do this for me in order to be here. And then they have some type of alternative motive attached to their supposedly disguised help, but it's not help. It's just a form of control. Oh, well, I got you that. And they keep on bringing up stuff. It's like, man, I've been around so many people like that just love to equate success to materialistic shit, and it's sad. But then you know that they're not spiritually equipped yet, which is not a bad thing. It's just you see who they are and where they're currently at in their journey. And so hopefully with all of our interactions, we can learn from one another. Okay, this is what to do and what not to do. And if you're willing to help people get on the right path, then you don't mind being uncomfortable and ruffling feathers, because you really, truly, sincerely care about that person. They're like, you know, you're not getting anywhere by doing these actions. Like when I was telling Megan, I was like, man, shit, I see your whole game now. you're threatening people not to talk to me. It's like crazy. Like who is this Megan girl? First of all, I want to know, like, who is she to y'all's community that y'all nervous? I think it's one of these dollars. You're nervous to talk to me because of her. Like, what the? All due respect, but who the fuck is she to get you out of your character to not talk to me? Because what? She gonna do something to you? I want to know, because I keep on seeing certain influencers out here in the tarot card community seeming like they may be a little hesitant to talk about her or call her out, and just set aside the real from the fake. It's like, okay, if she's faking the funk, then fuck her. You know, like, all due respect, it's like, fuck her. I'm doing me. She ain't gonna do shit to me. You worried about her spell work or something? I mean, shit, I was eating them bitches like fruit, like Flintstone vitamins. I'm like, all right, she gave me another. Drinking water showers, eating them bitches like a champion. I wasn't scared of nothing. I was like, fuck that. I didn't need her money, didn't need nothing. And now she's showcasing that she needs money. She's going bankrupt and shit. It's crazy, but why are y'all scared? I'm here to help break all kryptonite chains from you. Anybody, any Debos down the street says, that's my bike, punk. Fuck that cat. You know what I'm saying? Fuck these cats. Who are these cats? Who are these people that make you feel like you can't do you? Don't ever let someone put a leash or an invisible leash or spell work or control work on your ass, period. Call her out. Anybody. Sounds like, this is terrible, man. You guys... Who is she to be, like, is she the queen in this community or something? I would love to know. I mean, please, somebody tell me, because it seems like a lot of people are intimidated by her. I mean, my show's no filter, so I don't give a fuck. So, I mean, if you guys can adapt more like me, then I don't know. That could be my left shoulder talking, but I'm about it honesty, okay? It's just like, call a spade a spade. A duck's a damn duck, okay? That's what it is. Don't lie to yourselves anymore. This is new earth, new frequencies. We don't allow people wearing costumes. This is not Halloween 24/7. All right? We're not doing no more Halloween dress-up parties. If you're fake, get your fake ass over there and get yourself together. Get yourself together over there, all right? Take the dunce hat off. Get in the little Blair Witch corner. If you know, the little handprints on the wall. Get your ass in that Blair Witch corner and get yourself together. Ask yourself the tough questions and get your shadow work right, because I'm just tired of seeing a lot of bullshit. But I'm in a new frequency, but we're here to help people, right? So that's what I'm here to do. I'm like, yo, don't be scared of nobody. Don't even be scared of me. And as long as you got God in your life, you good. Oh, hey, buddy, you a fat little skink, aren't you? Ass. That one of them, like, King Kong lizard joints on my shit. My bitch was biggies. I'm gonna go out there and do some grounding and talk to them. They be coming out the woodworks when I'm out there. Sometimes they be running away and shit. But skinks are cool. Yeah, if you know, you know. But yeah, man, don't give nobody power that don't deserve it. People are like, oh, well, he didn't do everything that we did to get here, so he doesn't deserve it. Don't listen to that narrative. I did everything to deserve where I'm at. Okay, I did everything to get in this position on top of the mountain, on Mount Olympus with me and God. And a few others has been doing the damn thing, okay? The collective know, the real recognize real. We up here chilling. Confirmation, bitches. Okay. Yeah, I just said the confirmation. Yeah, we dangling our feet off the top of the mountains, and we putting up more God plans. Okay, this is how we're going to save the world. This is how we're going to end homelessness. So we're going to do this, clean water, clean food. We're going to stop all this bullshit. I'm tired of seeing these fake-ass charities, and we still have the same problem. But then the government prints up billions of dollars for missiles and military defense systems, but we still have homelessness issues and people dying off not having enough resources and clean water. There's just so much bullshit going on that they print out money like fucking toilet paper. There should not ever have these issues, but people have the system set up this way for more control. But since I'm in position, that shit is out the window, okay? Out the window. So if you, collective, Charlie's Angels, are about stopping homelessness, providing clean water and clean food, free housing for people that are in these positions, clean up Skid Row, give the proper medical help for people that need rehab and all this, just fix this problem that's been going on way too long. tear down all these fake ass indoctrination schools, build up real educational schools that teach their real history and teach these kids what they really want to achieve in their life. Okay, what do you want to be, Sonny? I want to be a basketball player. Okay, we're going to hone your skills to be a basketball player, and we're going to teach you what classes you need. Okay, because every skill that someone wants to do or career they want to obtain in their future, they're going to need certain skills and certain classes to learn from. Okay, that's just bottom line. I'm going to say what I can. If you know, you know, okay? But that's what we're doing. We're changing all this shit that's been going on way too fucking long. Putting a new government together. We're not going to have Democrats, Republicans. We're just going to focus on the prime law. Take care of one another. Defend one another, okay? And we're going to be able to hire and fire people that we put in the new government system. It's like a business. If they're not running their business right, confirmation bitches, we firing their asses. Neotech, thank you, Mark Hamilton. You know who you are. If you know, you know. Okay, we bringing in the prime law, okay? All this anti-civilization bullshit that's been going on way too long because the military power putting people in fear, writing up these fake-ass laws, arresting people just to do it, wars and all this chaos, that shit's done. Your boy's in office now, and we changing the game up. We're not dealing with fake people, liars, people that don't do their shadow work. Get your ass over there in the Blair Witch corner, right there, and lick the wallpaper off. Okay, and there's a lot of wallpaper in this bitch. Lick it off, and then you'll figure out what you really about in this world. We tired of bullshitters, and we tired of people that are scared of people that supposedly have power. They don't got shit on you. Just break that kryptonite chain off like the Superman comic book covered. All right, do that shit. Fuck these people. Nobody got power over your ass besides God. And last night I had another terrifying vision to get me more fearful of God, which is a nice tactic to do. Why would I be fearful of God? You become fearful of God, then you'll become closer to God because you know how much ultimate power God has over your ass. So when we walk around here thinking that, oh, we don't need God, shit. Once you know God, you know the fear that God will instill in your life. You will respect everything God says daily. Okay, but if you ain't there, you ain't there yet. But hopefully you'll get to that point where like, hey man, God's my only buddy. God's my best friend. God is my best friend. My ancestors and everybody that supports me, even though I don't see them, but I see them. If you know, you know. Then shit, I'm only worshiping them. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. So I love you, God. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and all the rest of the angels. My spirit team, Mama, Dukes, everybody looking after the boy. Grandma, Grandpa, I love you all. Mother Gaia, Mother Tiamat, same. You know what I mean? We love you all. Holy Spirit, Holy Father, Holy Mother, we love you all. That's the Trinity McGinnities, okay? But I'm going to wrap this video up. We're almost 30 minutes in. And we'll finally eat something more. Those are just some appetizers. And yeah, just keep your frequency right. And I'll come back with a video when God tells me to. I'm just in a state of receiving. And I'm working on not being so fearful of love because it is what it is, okay? If it works, it works. If not, then I'm on to the next. I'm glad I have that ability to have tough skin, but I am open for love. And whoever comes in to fill in that position, let's take it step by step. Let's learn more about one another, help each other become the best versions we possibly can together. Let's be loyal, honest, and supportive, and transparent. And I don't see anything going wrong with that. And staying close to God and the divine source, we're good. And we can spread that same formula throughout the world and help others become purely authentic and get over any obstacle they may be facing in their life and help them get on the path that God has destined for them to be on. And that's our duties as chosen ones in this chapter for now. But I love each and every one of you. You take care of this little Mr. Baldwin Dop. Dop, what is a Dop? I just made up that word. You know what I mean? Goodbye gesture, I guess. Or until next time gesture. I'm always going to be here, one shape, form, or another. And yeah, stay loving and enjoy this Saturdays or whatever happy days you may happen to land on this video. Hopefully it's like an onion. Every video I do is an onion. There's layers to it. I'm not expecting you all to absorb and resonate with everything I said. If you resonate with just one layer of that message, I'm very happy for you. And then just like a movie, you watch a movie at one period of your life and then down the road you watch it again and that movie hits different. Same thing with these messages that I provide through daily motivation. Think differently. Don't just get up, wake up with your boy Zodog. No filter. Press start. Guess who just dropped in? That's a new segment I'm going to get in. in motion soon. I'm just gonna have random people drop in. Guess who just dropped in? And we're gonna talk, kick the shit, and we're gonna take it from there, okay? And whatever other shows I come up with. But I love each and every one of you. Stay yourselves, stay authentic. You have the power within the whole time. If anyone is trying to control your narrative, you already know by their traits to get rid of them, okay? If they get offended by you just being you, then that's a major red flag. They're not meant to be with you. They're just there to siphon your energy and there to control you. Okay? It's like the scenario, like we all love everybody, but there's women that go out thinking they're the Barbies of the group, and they bring their other friends that they think subconsciously they don't look as good as them, and they bring them to the club so they can get all the attention first because they feel like they're surrounded by people that are not as good looking as them. We call that the pretty person syndrome. They think they can skate through life just because their looks, but they have no compassion, no intimacy, no true love for themselves, so they treat people like garbage, and they're easily disposable objects. You see people like that, get away from them as far as possible, because they're just a hollow vessel, and they're just using your energy to attempt to feel good for that moment. They're for the moment people. So be very careful of those for the moment people. If they don't have a foundation to stand on, or if they just got a lot of money and they're just out here and they have no spiritual or soulful essence within them, they may be a lost cause. But everyone can be helped if they accept the help. I love you again. You take care until next times. Mwah.